Hey guys, welcome to Helmets Off, the pinkest football podcast here on the internet. I'm so excited because I'm here with one of my really good friends, Charles. Would you like to introduce yourself?
What's up? I'm Charles Grant. Nice to meet you guys.
Guys, he fits in the chair. Do you feel comfortable?
I do. I thought it wouldn't fit, but we made it happen.
No, and I love it. You look great.
Thank you.
And I like your pink Crocs.
Oh yeah.
You look really cool.
Thank you.
Guys, he's so fitted for this. This is so exciting. Okay, so how did you get into football? Talk me through it.
Yeah. So I wrestled in middle school and high school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You've never had a wrestler.
Yeah. So I wrestled in 7th grade, all the way to my senior year. I was at a wrestling tournament. I think it was my sophomore year. I took down a guy on the football team. The coach was like, "Hey, if you can do that, you got to start in spot on the team." So
Damn.
And the next year I came out, and then has been history ever since.
I love that. So did you not really have football in your family, or was it just
no, my dad played football.
Oh,
so
cool.
Yeah, he played at Virginia State, like when he was in college.
Very cool.
But he was always like, I'm not going to force you guys to play. So if you guys want to do it, y'all can. And I wouldn't say I was adamant about not doing it, but I really wasn't, just kind of interested as a kid. But then, hey,
I love that.
Shit happens. Ooh, can I?
You can.
Okay.
No, you're. No, you're good. No, we can definitely swear on this podcast.
Right,
It's my podcast, so we 100% can.
Bet that.
So what weight class did you wrestle in high school?
Oh yeah, I wrestled 220. So I was.
Damn.
Yeah, I was a skinny guy.
Yeah.
So just tall and skinny, and then I think I came to school at 257.
Yeah.
And now I'm like 305 plus.
Yeah.
311.
Bulked you up.
Yeah.
So if you wrestled in high school and then you played football or wrestled in middle school, played football in high school, what was your high school highlight reel like? Like, did you ever throw in any like your wrestling stuff? Like whenever you'd send stuff to football, like to just show that you're like a flexible athlete, or no?
No, not really. I just kind of did like football stuff.
Cool.
I thought it was kind of like a mid highlight. I mean, it was just me like doing some blocks. You can't really unless you're getting pancakes like every play. Like, I had like maybe 1 or 2 in there in high school, but yeah, it was nothing crazy. In fact, I didn't even make a senior year highlight.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I just like when I committed, they used my junior year highlight because I didn't think I played good like my senior year, so I was like, I don't really want to put any of this stuff out here. So I'll just use the same highlight reel that I used the last year.
Did you have a song in the background?
Nah. Oh, it was like one of those Huddle.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of those
I was gonna ask, did you have did you do like the pop one, or did you like the R&B?
Like the R&B one. Like
I love that.
Yeah.
Have you ever showed a girl your highlight tape?
I have not. Nah, I don't think so.
I love that. Green flag.
Yeah.
Yay. How did high school prepare you for college football?
Kind of just taught me the basics for real, and then, kind of like what hard work is.
Yeah.
So I'd say I guess football and wrestling did that a little bit in terms of like I used to come in with the mindset like if I was like definitely a freshman year, I was like, all right, none of this is harder than a wrestling practice. So if I did that, I can do this, and that kind of just set the tone for real.
I love that.
Yeah.
How did it prepare you academically? Or would you say that the academics was more of a learning curve once you got here?
It was definitely more of a learning curve because of COVID and everything. So like, everything was like online. Asynchronous. Yeah, asynchronous.
I got you. It's a hard word.
Yeah. But everything was asynchronous, so I was kind of BSing a little bit, and then classes went back to normal, and I had to learn. I had to face that learning curve head on.
No, I mean that's completely fair, and I feel like too. You had such a fun recruiting class. We've had a couple of your recruiting class on the show.
Shout out Gooch Gang.
Yeah, I've heard we've had some really fun stories on this pod about the Gooch Gang, and I think that after leaving that environment and going back to classes would just be really hard because you go from living in a little utopia to then having to go to the real world, which is so hard. So would you say that your transition was overall smooth coming into William & Mary? Like, did you feel like you had a lot of support? Did you like your O-line coaches? Like, what was the deal with that?
I'd say it was pretty easy. I'd say it was culturally, it was a little different just because, like, I went to a predominantly black school. Yeah. And then, like, came here. And it's just, like, times where, like, I'm the only black guy in the class. So it was a little weird at first, but, I mean, I kind of got used to it. Yeah. And then, all the coaches were supportive. They helped out a lot. And then the teammates, too.
That's great. Yeah. So what was your recruitment process like dealing with it during COVID, like sending out your tapes and everything? And then you said that you used your junior year highlight reel for recruitment, like, was that weird for you? Like, did any coaches really clock that? Did anyone really be like, oh, like, what is this about? Or were there any doubts about you?
So like I got a couple interests from schools, but like only like official offers were like William and Mary and UVA Wise. So like I only really had two offers, and I think people were down on me just because like they knew I only played 2 years.
Yeah.
Like they thought I was like athletic, but I was like undersized coming out of high school, so I really didn't get too many offers. But William and Mary, I guess they saw really good like the potential in me, so
Yeah.
I'm thankful for that.
And look at you now.
I know, crazy work.
Yeah, seriously. So obviously you've grown a lot as an athlete.
Yeah.
How have you grown as a person through college football?
Kind of just taught me like what hard work is.
Yeah.
And like how to overcome adversity.
Totally.
Those are like the top two things.
Yeah. And I feel like too, we've had a guy, so we've had at least one talk about coming from a predominantly Black high school, being a person of color, and then coming to a PWI. It's definitely a culture shock.
Yeah.
Do you think that also was something that like really touched you? Like, did you share that experience being like, okay, like this is also going to help me face adversity, help me change my mentality of life, like work harder, prove that I deserve to be here just as much as everyone else has?
I say so, yeah. I say so. Like I had white friends growing up, so like it wasn't completely foreign to me.
Yeah.
It was just more so just like the people that weren't my friends, seeing them that like a lot of white people in like different races and stuff. But kind of like being a student athlete at this school is like people think that you're here just to play sports sometimes. So it's like just like keeping your head straight through all the chatter and stuff, and kind of just facing and whatever comes to you, just getting through it.
Did you ever have people in your classes recognize you from football, or like recognize you because like you were a captain last year?
Yeah.
Did anyone ever come up and be like, I saw you on your poster?
Nah, no one officially came up to me and said that. Nah, I mean they probably could tell I played sports, but I don't know if they knew exactly who I was.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Never a professor?
Not like officially, but I remember like I forgot the class, but it was I think history of religion. He played baseball at Cornell when he was in college, so we were talking about the process a little bit.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, we had that class together.
Yeah, we did have that class together.
We did have that class together.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What was the professor's name?
His first name was Zach. Dr. McCullough? Dr. McCullough? Sorry.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't see this.
No. I'll tag you. Yeah. I'll tag you. I'm really sorry, Professor. Has anyone throughout your college or high school process been a significant mentor for you?
I say I have a couple. Like definitely in high school we had Coach Ferg.
Yeah.
He was like the O-line D-line coach that I worked with a lot my senior year. He was definitely a great mentor. I saw him last time I was at school. I saw him in my high school. Then I'd say honestly just the whole coaching staff. They were very supportive coming in.
That's great.
Yeah, they were all nice. Can have a conversation with like any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those interested in coming to William and Mary to play football, what advice do you have for them?
I just say trust the process. Yeah, because like things might not be going the way you want them to go, but there's a plan for you. Like they'll find out how you can help the team, and then because like I think like my junior year, my sophomore year, I started like 5 games, and I got benched for the rest of the season. So like, but I still ended up in a good position. So like whatever happens, just work through it. Trust the process.
100%. Do you think that choosing William and Mary gave you a unique perspective and a unique experience than your counterparts at the Combine and at the Senior Bowl?
Yeah, I definitely think it did because first I got the degree. A lot of guys like in my position might not have their degree. So I got the degree. I have a great degree as well. So like even if football wasn't the plan, I know I'd be successful no matter what. And then just like I say, like the rigorous like school here.
Yeah.
Like they don't really like, even if you're a student athlete, they really don't like give you any breaks. So it's like having like a very busy schedule and still having to like do everything, like really taught me how to like persevere through.
I think that my funniest memory, so if you're a first time listener, I worked for the William and Mary team and I loved my experience, and I had the opportunity to go to Montana State for the championship. Was it like the quarterfinals?
Yeah, I think it was.
And I remember I did study hours with Charles, and you were really cracking down on a paper, and you were locked into the game, but you were also really locked into school. And I really appreciated that, because I think that a lot of people assume that the athletes at William and Mary, or really athletes anywhere in general, don't really care about school, but that was like never the tone of you. And I always thought that was like really admirable and really cool of you.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad I showed that, because, and I care about school, but.
No, you did. And you pulled up to class. I saw you in class. I saw your ass in a chair. You were there and you had that laptop open taking notes. I saw you.
I did pull up to class. I had to get my stuff together.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
And you were the first athlete to accept an invite to the Reese Senior Bowl. And like, what was that like?
Yeah. So I remember like we were on the field, and I saw Jim Nagy walk out, and I was like, he looks familiar. I swear I know who that is.
I know that man.
And then like, he started talking. I was like, okay, I think I know who this is. And then people started looking at me and stuff. So I was like, okay, I kind of know what this is. But it was honestly surreal, just because being the first invite, and then I don't know, was I the first guy? I might have been the first person from William Mary invited as well.
Yeah, and I think you were definitely the first person to accept too.
Yeah. So it was definitely surreal. I had my parents out there. All the coaches were out there. It was just a great moment, just like to have like my peers and coaches kind of like recognize me. It was nice.
That's awesome. And when you went to the Senior Bowl, like what was that experience like? Like did you get to meet the other, like, I mean, so obviously like they divide you guys up into two separate teams, but like were you with other FCS guys? Were you with FBS guys? Yeah. Like what was your experience like that playing in that game? Because not everybody gets invited to those.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't play in the game just because I had gotten hurt in my last game of this season. So I had to miss that. But it's still a great opportunity though. And like kind of like that's how the combine was for me. Like I met a lot of guys at the FBS level, but there were a couple of FCS guys there too. So being able to connect with guys that were like in the FCS, and then being able to like talk to the guys that were in the FBS, it was nice just because I got to get like both sides of it.
Yeah, totally. And when you were there, did you get any really fun Reese's candy?
No, I did not.
Damn.
I did not.
Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. I feel like they should have that there for you guys.
Well, I didn't go though, because
you didn't even go.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I was just training. I trained. Yeah, I just took it as an opportunity to get some more training in.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. They didn't even like send you guys like a goodie basket though.
They gave me a hat.
Okay.
I got a hat with the invite.
I'll take that. Yeah. I'll take a hat.
I got a nice little. It says like Reese Senior Bowl in it.
That's cool. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, I was on a hike in Arizona with my mom and brother, and we were hiking, and some dude saw that hat and was like, "Did you play in the game?" And I was like, "Nah." He was like, but he was like, my nephew. I forgot who he said his nephew was, but I think he was on the Vikings. He was like, "Yeah,
cool.
I remember my nephew like preparing for that and stuff." So
that's so exciting.
Yeah, it was cool getting recognized a little bit.
I love that. Yeah. So you were just at the combine.
Mm-hmm.
And you were predicted as a top O-line prospect.
Yeah.
How are you preparing for that transition?
So I'd say mainly I'm trying to get stronger.
Yeah.
That's like Coach Blackstock. He gave me the advice like you always want to keep getting stronger and like at the next level. So getting stronger and kind of just like working on technique for real. Those like top two things.
Totally.
Like trying to maintain everything else.
What about mentality? Or do you feel like you're already pretty level-headed, like, I can do this, I'm prepared, I deserve this?
I'm pretty level-headed. I just gotta, I guess, always be hammering down the physicality of the game. Like, that's like one of my favorite parts of the game, so I just gotta bring more of that to the next level.
Totally.
Yeah.
Do you feel any added pressure or pride being somebody coming from an FCS program?
I want to say pressure. Like, I did hear a lot, like, teams might be doubting you a little bit just because you like haven't faced higher, quote unquote, higher competition.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you turn the tape on, you can see what I do. But I say I feel some pride though. Yeah, definitely, just because not a lot of guys from the FCS level make it to where I'm at right now.
You made it out.
Yeah. made it out. So
you proved yourself.
Yeah, being able to I guess show out for the guys, I definitely like that.
What is something that people that like, so obviously you got interviewed a ton at the combine.
Mm-hmm.
What was like a behind the scenes thing that you could share with us that you got to do?
I did like a little like photo shoot thing.
That's so fun.
Yeah. So that's when I get drafted. There'll be, I don't know if they'll show the pictures, but I did like a little, I guess, graphic. Like I would be like doing had to do like some walking around and just like pointing and like nodding at the camera, and like they'll show some stuff on the screen. That was pretty cool. And they gave us like clothes to wear and stuff. So like,
did you have like a Nike rep come in and like dress you guys?
A little bit. So they kind of just had like all these Nike clothes on the side, and like you just pick from there.
That's so fun.
I didn't like some. They only had they were kind of selling on the big clothes. So,
damn.
Like, yeah, no. So they had like these.
No big man representation.
They did have it, but like they had they had multiple clothes, like multiple items for like the smaller sizes.
Yeah.
But there's like these nice pair of sweats that some dude was wearing. That was like the only pair.
Damn.
Those are like by far the best pair of sweats they had out there for us. So like I was wearing some like some fleece joggers or something, which aren't bad.
Yeah, but like
it's not really my style.
No, it's not. Yeah. That's not you.
Yeah.
So are you ready for some rapid fire?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, would you rather eat before or after a game?
I say after the game, but before if it's like plenty of time to like let it digest.
What is your post-game meal? And you can't say what Bill orders.
Okay. Post-game meal, I'd say I don't know. I like Chili's out here. They got the Chili's down the street on Richmond Road.
Do you get the triple? Like, what's your order at Chili's?
Yeah, I usually get the three for me or something. I think it's called.
Love.
So I get like the chicken bacon ranch quesadillas.
Yum.
Some like some type of drink, like usually some type of sweet tea, and then like the baked potato soup. That's a good appetizer.
I love that.
Yeah.
Who's your funniest teammate?
Funniest teammate, and we got a couple guys.
Drop them.
I think Malachi's pretty funny.
Love.
Yeah, I'd say I think Bart's funny.
Bart is funny.
Yeah, who else? I say I'm funny.
You are funny.
Thank you. I say honestly, I feel like a majority of the team is funnier than not.
Yeah, we have a lot of characters, and definitely. I love that. What's your hype song?
Hype song, and I've been listening to a lot of Creed recently. Some Creed.
I love that.
Yeah. So I'd say either One Last Breath or what's another song? I like My Sacrifice. Those are pretty good.
Damn, I was not expecting that.
Yeah,
I love
I've been listening to that a little bit recently.
What's your best locker room moment?
Best locker room moment? Probably the shower slip and slides. Yeah. I don't know if I can say that though. But
no, you can.
Those are fun.
I can only imagine. What is your favorite college football memory? Or favorite college game?
Yeah, I'd definitely say 2022 when we beat Richmond for the Capital Cup and the championship.
That was a fun game.
Yeah, it definitely was.
That was a really fun game.
It was.
I'm gonna assume that your mom's an amazing cook.
Yeah.
I've met her. She's very, very kind lady. Hi, Mrs. Grant. When you go home though, and you can't eat what your mom makes, where are you eating and what are you ordering?
Oh no. When I go home, I like America's Best Wings.
Love.
Yeah, so I get the America's Best Wings, and I'll get, I think it was like honey moon dust or something like that.
Oh, that sounds good.
And then like the honey lemon pepper. Those are the top two probably.
You're the second person who said honey lemon pepper wings. I love lemon pepper.
Who's the first person?
It was Q.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Q said he gets honey lemon pepper. Right. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, but I had ATO wings in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
ATO wings are kind of better than America's Best.
Ooh, yeah, those are fighting good. Words.
Those are good. Those are some good wings. Those are some good wings.
So you love anime.
I do.
What is your best anime show for somebody who's like trying to get into it?
Yeah, so I always say it depends what you like. So like there's like so many different genres. If you're kind of into like fighting or something like that, I say Naruto. That's like that's my favorite one. There's like different sports ones. So you like sports. If you want like a more like realistic sport anime, there's one I started watching called Sora no Ahiro, I think it was called. But this is basketball.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but it's not like flashy basketball. Like Kuroko knows basketball. It's like regular basketball. And then there's one I really like called Beck Mongolian Chop Squad. And it's just like, it's not even like action or anything. It's just like about a band. So like this guy joins a band, and then he kind of like gets put onto like rock music and stuff like that.
Wait, I love that.
It's a pretty good one.
I might have to start watching.
Yeah, it's only 24 episodes too, so it's like a quick watch.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good, almost like a weekend show.
Yeah, basically.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah,
I love that. I'm gonna write that down.
All right.
If you had to change anything about your football career, what would it be and why?
Wish I started lifting weights sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because like I'll ask guys that like are super strong. I'd be like, when did you start lifting weights? They'd be like, oh yeah, maybe like sophomore year, of high school or something like that. I really didn't start lifting weights seriously until like college, because like we didn't do too much in high school, and then like I wrestled, so we didn't really do like weightlifting. We did a lot of body weight stuff.
Yeah.
But just lifting weights earlier, just so I could like be stronger than I was when I like needed it coming in. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
And for our younger audience, what advice do you have about getting into the sport? And if they want to be like you someday, what would you say?
Kind of like I said earlier, trust the process. Like, and it's going to take a little bit of time to kind of get used to what you're doing, but don't be afraid to ask questions and put in like extra work.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing for your training since you wrapped up your season with William and Mary? Like, where have you been?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Yeah. So I was out in Phoenix, Arizona for like
cool.
for like 3 months.
Did you love it?
It was nice. Yeah, it was nice. Definitely a change of pace in a good way. I was driving around, could see like a lot of mountains and stuff.
I love that.
Like different from trees, not really too many trees, but mountains were cool. But I said like the biggest thing was gaining weight.
Yeah.
So like I always had like people always thought I was like kind of light. So like a lot of people thought I was gonna be like 295 at the combine. I weighed in like 311. So
yeah,
that was a good like goal for me. So like eating, they had like nutrition for us.
That's
I had, like
great.
3 meals a day, and anything extra if I wanted as well. Did like strength training and running. So yeah, we would run and like we'd lift weights in the morning, like at 9:30. Then like a 1 o'clock run, and then that's pretty much it for real.
That's awesome.
And I would get like massages and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at you, princess treatment. I love that. So because I don't really understand what the process is, because I think for offensive linemen in particular, it's such a different finding a gym experience.
Yeah.
So for you, did you have to send a tape in? Like, where are you like, what is the name of your gym? Like, what was that like? Like, how did you find these people? Did they find you? Like, is it for FCS guys, FBS guys? A bunch of different people? Is it private? What's up?
Yeah. So the place was called Exos.
Cool.
And there's a ton of them around the country. It's like one of the top like performative like training facilities.
Cool.
And like I was there. A lot of NFL guys, a lot of like MLB guys were there.
Cool.
So like they do all sports. They have really great staff. But my agent kind of just like he set me up with it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of like, I know I was kind of like Exos was like the plan from the beginning. Like when I started talking to like different agents, a lot of them were saying Exos, but it was either between the one in Phoenix or the one in Florida.
Cool.
I just happened to end up in Phoenix.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I feel like you hear of like guys that are like skill position versus like offensive line and then defensive line guys. And it's like everyone has a different way of finding a gym. Like some gyms are O-line specific, some gyms are tight end specific, or it's like they take everyone and everyone does like very like vague workouts, or then they do specific time, and it's just like it's everything's so different. But that's so great that it was like everything was planned for you.
Yeah. So we mostly did, I think we did like majority of the same stuff that everybody else did.
Cool.
Like all the workouts were pretty much the same.
Yeah.
I think they ran us a little less though, and then we had like a guy come in for like O-line training and stuff.
That's so cool. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So to wrap it up, do you have any final words? Or like if there's scouts that are listening to this, like what would you say would make you an addition to their team? Like what do you really like, other than being an amazing athlete, what are you bringing to the table as a player and as a teammate? Yeah.
So I'd say I've been asked this question a lot.
But, not to be repetitive, but
yeah. But I'd say I'm a guy that's extremely hard worker. You can like some people might see me playing 7 years of football as like a bad thing, but I can say like I've only played 7 years and I've gotten this far in it. So like I definitely have a great upside. I have like a lot more potential to grow. I have a lot more development to do, as well as I'm a guy that's always trying to get better, either on and off the field. Like no matter what it takes, I'm gonna do it. And then like I say, like the physicality, my like level of physicality in game, like you can turn on to tape and see me putting guys in the ground. And like I'm just gonna bring that every snap.
You are really big and scary. Yeah. I have to say, so I like have been on the sidelines with you. Yeah. Well, not very much because you're on the field 90% of the time. Unless we're like up by 30. And I will sit next to you and you have your helmet on and like all your pads. And I'm 5'10". Yeah. I'm a pretty tall woman. And when I stand next to you, I feel like the teeniest little, and I'm like, oh my God, they're all so big. Yeah. And then you're also like, you're not a very loud guy conversationally, but on the field, like if I'm on the sidelines and I'm behind the D line and they're watching you, I can hear you. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like
I really cool. Thank you. I really don't say too much on the field unless someone says something to me first.
Oh no, but but you're funny.
Thank you.
I love your chirps.
Thank you. I don't know, like if we could talk about that, but you're really funny. I do be saying some stuff here and there. Like I didn't say some stuff here and there.
You're really funny.
Thank you.
Of course. The Richmond game, I think, was when I heard you be the most vocal, and I was like, "This is an icon."
Gotta be. I want to say I've yelled at refs before, but like sometimes
the refs
I don't
be like, "You're mean at refs."
Yeah. But like sometimes the refs be a little annoying though.
Yeah.
Like they always be talking about I should throw the flag. I was just like, then throw it. If you're gonna throw it, just throw it then.
What are you waiting for?
I know, right? Like I always want to threaten you with the flag, just throw the flag.
Just do it. Hey. And what about it?
I know, right?
and what about it? You're gonna have 4 coaches come up and tell you that you're wrong.
I know, yeah. But I mean, they are. I think the CAA refs are like 92.8% right on their calls. Like, it's not, don't show them this, but that's not the case.
No, I stand with you.
Yeah.
I stand with you.
Bet.
Yeah, any final words? Like, this is your show.
I'd say shoot, don't just wish me luck though. Wish all the guys that are participating in the William Mary Pro Day, wishing them best of luck. It's a whole team collective.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got to bring up the whole tribe.
Definitely.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, of course. I loved having you on. See y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.